Maso na edina.
Maso na edin. Aso is the ear. Okay, so aso is the ear. Again, this is in the human body parts lesson. It's up here. So aso is the ear. So if you say maso, you are saying my ear, right? Maso. Na edin. When we say din, din means hard, right? Hard or difficult, right? So if I say edin, I'm saying it's hard or it's difficult, right? So let's say you are writing an exam, you can say, oh, edin, right? Edin. The exam is difficult, right? Literally, it's hard, right? And if you are eating, and let's say there's meat, you can also say, oh, namno edin. And namno edin. So the meat is hard, right? So if you say masona edin, you are saying it is my ear that is hard. When we say aso yedin, we use this to mean to be stubborn. So when someone's ear is hard, it's an idiom that means, the person is stubborn. The opposite of this is also an idiom. If we say obi aswomre, someone's ear is soft, it means the person is, calm, is not stubborn, right? So masona edin, I'm just stubborn. It's just stubborn that I am, right? Masona edin na on. This on is social media rendition of wahu. Okay, wahu. Over time, most people just say on. And we use this on or wahu to check if, the person that we are talking to gets what we are saying. This literally means you have seen or have you seen, right? Wahu. But again, we use this to check if the person gets what you are saying. So this is like saying, or you see, right? So here she's saying, Masona edin on. It's just stubborn that I am, and when we say something pray, it means that thing doesn't stay at one place or it's not calm. So let's say a chicken is passing by right now and then you catch it. The chicken will begin to flap its wings, moving about all over the place, right? We can use this verb to describe that instance. So we can say, for example, akoko no prewo okieni nunsem. Akoko no prewo okieni nunsem. Again, we can use this verb to describe someone who just cannot stay calm at one place over a period. So let's say you have a teenage child who is always all over the place, right? So he or she cannot stay calm at one place over a period. You can use this to describe that child. You can say, akwadano predodo. Okay, akwadano predodo, all right? Now, we can also use this verb to describe someone as rushing, right? Someone who rushes, right? So there's a popular tree saying that goes like, yeah, they are grown over fee, now wo pre wo. So we are bringing the game to your house and yet you are rushing, right? You are rushing. Why are you rushing? Because we are already bringing the game to you, right? So it is this meaning that the lady is going for. She says, me pray me home. I rushed, right? I rushed. So the pray has been conjugated into the past form, and that is why we have doubled the final letter.
Because school mekyea
wu. Let's focus on this mekyea wu. This is an idiom, but let's start with the literal meaning of this. So we have meti, which is my head. So we have me, which is the possessive adjective my, right? And then we have ti from a tree, which is the head, right? And then we have ewu. The verb here is wu, which is to die. So literally we have mekyea wu, my head has died, or my head is dead, right? But we use this as an idiom to mean you are not smart when it comes to academics. You are poor, you are bad at academics. So if you are in class with someone who is very bad academically, you can describe the person with this. You can say, utiewu, right? Utiewu. So she's given a reason for switching from regular school to catering school. So she says when she was in school, she realized that she was very bad academically.
It's not the simeni so say mpese meye no. Catering.
It's not there a simeni so say me pese meye no. Catering. When we say BBC obi eniso, this is also an idiom, literally meaning there's something on the person's eyes. It just means the person has a goal, right? An aim. So the goal that the person had, right? So intina adia esimeni so se me pese me yeno. So what I had as a goal, what I had in mind to do, catering. We said catering is edianenwa. So she realized that she was poor academically. So what she had in mind, what she had as an aim to do was to go into catering.
Ba manfa no so ensimeni so say me kona me wie no menya me nsa no adwuma.
But manfa eno so ensimeni so say me ko na mawie na menya me nsa no adwuma. So we have but as nanso. So we have nanso manfa eno so ensimeni so say me ko na mawie na menya me nsa no adwuma. But I didn't also take that as, something that I was trying to pursue, to go and finish and get my vocation, right? So me ko, I am going. So we have the ko here as to go. Na me wie, we said wie means to finish or to complete. Na me nya is to get. So overall we have nanso manfa and also ensi me so say me ko na me wie na me nya me nsa no adwuma. But I didn't also take that as something that I was really pursuing to go and finish and get my vocation.
Ena me kwanyem wo kwan so.
Ena me kwanyem wo kwan so. I told you that the noun pregnancy is nyinseng, right? Although sometimes you are able to use that as the verb as well. So like DJ Nyame, used, he says, ukunu na onyinseng wo. Here, this is being used as the verb, right? But then I told you that we also have nyem, which is a verb that means to be pregnant and can also be used as to get pregnant, right? And that is what the lady is using here. She says, "Ena me kwanyem wo kwan so." So, and I got pregnant along the way. So, kwan is the way and so is on. So, ena me kwanyem wo kwan so, and then I got pregnant on the way.
Ena me wo ye.
Ena me wo ye. The verb here is wo, which means to give birth, right? So, ena me wo ye, and then I give birth.
Wo ya na ware ye no.
Wo ya na ware ye no. We said wo means to give birth, right? And then ware means to marry. So DJ Nyame is asking, wo ya na ware ye no. Did you marry right after you gave birth?
Me pacho debi nipa foforo na me no wo yo.
Me pacho debi. No please. Nipa foforo na me no wo yo. We have nipa foforo, which is another person, right? So we have nipa from onipa, and onipa is a person, singular, right? The plural, people, is nipa. Nipa, so you just double the first letter, nipa, right? So here we have nipa fufro. Fufro means new or another, right? So we have nipa fufro, another person. Nipa fufro na meneno wuyo. It was another person that I gave birth with.
Oh, sir.
Oh, sir. Oh, really? Oh, is that so? Right? Because there seems to be a twist here.
Internet said, "Die onyinsen wo no wanware."
Internet said, "Die onyinsen wo no wanware." We said ekrese means it means that. And then we have enti in front, and that is so. So internet said, "Die onyinsen wo no." So that means that the one who got you pregnant, he did not marry you. Okay, so he said worry means to marry, right? And then there's in front, which makes it negative. And this has been situated in the past with the a in front. We have a lesson on this in the tenses series. It's up here. So it's not say dear onyin. So that means the one who got you pregnant, he did not marry you.
There be one worry me.
No, he did not marry me. So to this, DJ Nyame expresses his disappointment. He says,
you're kind of saying.
You're kind of saying. So he's trying to put his thoughts together. So he says, you're kind of saying, how do we say this, right? How do we say this?
It's no way.
Enti onono owahe. We have enti, which is so, and then we have ono, which is him, right? Referring to the one who got her pregnant, right? So enti onono owahe. When you ask owahe, you are asking where is he or where is she, right? So there's this wo, which is the to be verb form for location and existence. We have a lesson on this up here. In fact, we have a whole playlist on the to be verb forms up here.
Minim ne roundabout so tiase se wewu. Nyankopon ko wan ne.
Binim ne roundabout. The verb here is nim, which is to know, okay? To know. So I can say minim, I know, right? The negative of this nim is nim. Nim. So you just stretch the initial nim. So I can say minim, I don't know, right? Minim. That is what she's using here. Minim ne roundabout. This is like a slang here in Ghana. We use minim ne roundabout to say, I don't know his or her whereabouts. So roundabout here is basically whereabouts. Okay. So minim ne roundabout. I don't know where he is. Se or tiase. Se wewu. Tiase means to be alive. Okay, so I can say mekyea. So tiase means to be alive. And then we learn that wu means to die. So se or tiase, whether he's alive, se wewu, or he's dead. Nyankopon kuana unim. Okay? Nyankopon kuana unim. We have Nyankopon, which is one of the names that we use to refer to God, right? So we have Nyankopon nkwa. Nkwa means alone or only. So if you say Nyankopon nkwa, you are saying only God, right? Only God. Na unim. We just learned nim as to know. So I don't know his whereabouts, whether he's alive or dead. It's only God who knows.
Because onsha kwalano.
Because onsha kwalano. And we'll come to how she says this akwala. But let's start with the because. How do you say because in Chi? If we say or esane say, right? So here we can say esane say onsha kwalano. And as you can hear, she says this as akwala with an in the middle, right? But the actual word is akwada with a d. What explains this is in Chi, and d tend to be what we refer to as free variants. And we are going to have a lesson on this later, but just keep this. When we say sounds are free variants, it just means that in most environments, we are able to switch them around, right? Switch this for that or switch that for this one, and it doesn't change the meaning of the word. So in Chi, and d tend to be free variants in certain environments. So switching d for will not lead to a change in meaning like she does with akwada here. So the word is actually akwada, but she says this as akwala, and it doesn't change the meaning of the word. So this is what Ashantis mostly carry over from Chi to English that leads to people laughing at them. because while and are free variants in Twi, they are not free variants in English. So when you carry over that phenomenon from Twi to English, it leads to problems. You know, there used to be a company here in Ghana called RLG, and people from Accra would tease people from Kumasi that company shouldn't go and establish a branch in Kumasi because Kumasi people are going to have trouble pronouncing the name of the company. Instead of RLG, they may end up, mixing the R and the L. Sometimes they will even say, oh, instead of election, Kumasi people will say. So this is the explanation behind this. So instead of akwada, she says akwala, and it doesn't change the meaning, at least not in Twi.
O friend phone na edum.
O friend phone na edum. Fre means to call. So o friend phone na, when you call his phone, edum. Dum means to switch off or to turn off. So when you call his phone, it's off.
Intino. Minkwa na mesha no.
Intino. Menkwa na mesha no. We said nkwa can mean alone or only. So if you say menkwa, you are saying I only or only I.
Menkwa na made of Ramazin. Menkwa na Jemisa.
Na mesha no. She means to watch. But we are also able to use this she to mean to take care of. So that is what she's using here. She says, Menkwana meshano. It is only I that is taking care of him or her. So him or her here is in reference to the child that the person who got her pregnant is not taking care of.
One kasa na juma be na opese hoye ana juma be na usua e won sa na juma bi.
Sa na juma de me wo bi ba man hye den wie.
Ani e den.
Ketri school. Ba man hye den wie no.
Den na ba na wan hye den wie ko fa nyinsan na.
And the nyinsan de me ko fa bi.
Husband na nyinsan na say satan na husband ware wo ye.
There be na some time no husband ware me. Man so na de na me pre me on. And because school me ko no me tie wunti na de e si mani se mpese me ye no. Ketri. Ba man fa no so ensi mani se me ko na me wie no menya minsa no adwuma ena me konye me kwanso ena me wo yi
wie ya na ware ye
me pacho de bi ni pa foforo na me no wo yi o
oh sa we dia internet say die onyinsan wo no wan ware
de bi wan ware me
oh na ye ka dey say into no we
me nim ne run about so tias se wewu nyankopon ko wan ni because on sha kola no o friend phone na edum ntin minkwa na me hye no